What's going on, everyone? My name is B3 Palomino. We are going to go ahead and move into the second game of best of 3 for the semifinals of the second Platinum through Masters tournament on the North American region. This is the second game. It looked like Medic was able to pull out the win. He was put in a very dangerous bind. Also had 0 probes as well as 0 money in the bank. Well, actually, that's not true. Not 0 probes, but he had 0 money in the bank, using the rest of his money for army, and it looks like it paid off. At the top right, we are going to go ahead and see Medic, the teal Protoss, and at the bottom left, we are going to see none other than the orange Protoss named LaPeste. And yes, Medic won that last game. LaPeste was the one who GG'd out. Both LaPeste actually had about 1 probe to his name at the end, while Medic had all his probes with his army, 0 money in the bank. However, he had probes as well as a few probes, a few Zealots, as well as a Colossus, where LaPeste was left with 1 probe and no army. And so we are going to jump into another one now. Very interesting play we saw from LaPeste. Last game we saw Gateway directly into Immortal, into Robotics, and we saw only Immortals coming out for good old LaPeste as he went ahead and put on pressure on the ramp, took out the natural, and had his presence on the ramp with about 5 Immortals. While good old Medic, playing it safe, was forced to give up his natural, but also went 2-gate Robo instead. Went ahead and got his Colossus tech right over here, and proceeded to a 1-base Colossus shenanigans, as his composition consisted of 1 Colossus and the rest of his army being pure Zealots. A few clutch sentry force fields for both players, really making it difficult for their opponents. We're going to see the first scout of the day is going to be Medic's little probe, scouting in to see exactly what he wants, anything he wants. We are at about 16 supply, oddly, to 21 supply, which means Chrono Boost for good old LaPeste is going to go to the Warp Gate instead of the probes. So we may very well see a 4-gate coming up, as we do have the first pylon down about halfway down the map. This probe is going to get a nice little scout out. The Stalker is far away from home, and this probe is going to go ahead and hang out at the tower as this first Zealot moves out. Medic does have vision of this pylon, and that is going to be huge. And if this probe goes down, that's going to be also decently enormous as well. I think Medic is going to be well aware of this. He might go into 4 gates himself. Looks like it might be some kind of 3-gate defensive with a rushed out sentry. Looks like this probe is going to go ahead and survive. One pylon going down right below the ramp. Another one going down right above the ramp as he runs away. The Zealot on Zealot action. Looks like LaPeste is actually going to win that engagement. Now here we do have this poor little... Oh, actually, no. Medic won that engagement as he is pew-pewing away at this Stalker. Are we going to see the warp in here or down here? That's good we didn't have it there. Alright, now the 4 gates are officially done. No sentries to speak of quite yet, as the warp gate tech isn't quite done here. I think he can afford to put in some Stalkers down. 4 Zealots being the being the choice right now. LaPeste making a very interesting decision here. 4 Zealots are going to move ahead and start firing at these Stalkers. 5 Stalkers total now. This is 3 gateways worth to defend this 4-gate. And there goes the GG from LaPeste. And it looks like Medic is going to win the semifinals, which is going to plummet us into the finals. Wow.